Let's not start.
Well, welcome to episode 2, you guys. We have a great guest with us today. We have Scoop in the
What
building.
it do? What it
Hey.
do, Scoop? Wait, so
How you
before we
doing?
get into that, how was your weekend?
Well, my weekend was great. I did the Mary J. Blige concert. It was
Oh
lit.
Mm.
yeah, how was that?
It was good. LMA performed. Queen Naija performed. Mary is Auntie. Everybody was like, "Go Auntie, go Auntie!" Like it was
Hey.
lit. Like it was super lit. Mary did a great job. I was so proud of her. She told a little bit of her story. Mary been through some drama, y'all.
I
So she
know.
was expressing her stories and stuff. So it was just a good vibe. I had fun. I had a good time.
I love it. I love it.
Yes. How about you?
I had my dog show this
Oh yeah.
weekend. So we won a couple of trophies or whatever.
Uh-huh.
But it was really, really fun. Just I breed the Frenchies and the American Bully. So if you guys need any, hit
And
me up.
she took my dog
Hit
with
me up. And
her.
I took Jazz's Frenchie with me, and everybody loved her. So
But she
it
didn't
was
put her in the show talking about she didn't know how to act. So I don't know
because
about that.
she's hyper. Jazz's dog is very hyper. So like,
Yeah.
You ain't gonna talk
why
about my
why
dog.
put her in the show if she's not cooperating though?
Don't do that. Put my baby in
I'm
the
just
show
playing.
so she can learn.
No, I'm
Okay?
no, I'm
Don't
just
sit and talk
playing.
about my
So
dog.
we're gonna practice with her dog somewhere. But my weekend was overall just chill and fun. Dog shows take a lot out you, and it was kind of hot.
And it was in Paris.
It was in Paris,
Oh,
California.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's too
it was
far.
far.
I can't do
yeah.
that.
It was far. So
I'm like,
yeah,
go with your auntie because I ain't ready to go there, period.
that part. But I loved it.
Good. So we had good weekends. So
Yeah.
now can I introduce Scoop to the show?
Of course you can.
What's up, Scoop?
What's up, y'all? How y'all feeling?
I'm feeling
Thanks for having me,
good.
by the way.
Thank you for
Thank
being
you for
here
being
Yeah,
and
for
waking up
sure.
early. What time you wake up today?
What time you wake up on a daily basis?
6:30.
Every morning?
Yeah,
That's like
Nice.
yo every day.
yeah.
Okay, good. That's what's up. Because a lot of people don't get up like
A lot of people don't get up early.
early.
But they said if you broke, you're not getting up before 12 o'clock. Did I say that right?
No.
Wait. If you
I know what you're trying
Wait,
to say.
I know what you're
Yeah.
trying to say though,
wait,
but
if you
it didn't come
if you
out
ain't
like
making
that.
no money,
If
you
you're
still
broke,
sleep past 12.
yeah, if you're
Okay.
broke and you
Yeah.
wake up like past 12, then like you're gonna continue to be broke.
My body
Exactly.
won't even let me wake up past like 9. That's sleeping in for me 9.
Yeah.
What
Are
ti-
you up and dressed? Because it's different.
Well, yeah. I mean, it depends what I'm doing.
What's your
Like,
morning routine? Like in the morning, you wake up at 6:30, meditate, you work out, like
yeah, it depends on what. Like, if I'm going to work, then I'm pretty much like I'll probably still meditate. I meditate a lot because especially like I got to get my mind right before
no, for
work.
real, for
So
sure.
but even like the drive there, like I burn my sage, stuff like that, and just get my mind right, set my intentions and all of that. But on a day where like today, for example, I made a haircut appointment. So I mean, normally I go on Wednesdays, but I just chose today because I gotta work
You
tomorrow.
went
So
already?
yeah,
To
I
get your
go
hair
first
cut?
thing. Yeah, so I
Dang.
normally go
What?
Wednesdays.
6:30?
Yeah, I normally go Wednesdays, but
Still.
I'm working overtime this week, so today my only day off. So I was like, let me just make it for today. This was perfect that it was on a Tuesday. So,
Yes.
but yeah, so normally I get up, meditate, shower, um, and depending on like, so if it's a day I get my hair cut, if I wasn't coming here, I would go get breakfast.
Okay.
So yeah, I would go get breakfast, probably get on my laptop, work on some things, and if I don't get breakfast first, I'll probably go like running, go
Uh-huh.
Okay.
run,
Get your
walk,
workout
just
in.
get some
Get
type
your
of
workout
physical
in.
in. Yeah.
Yes.
For sure.
But yeah, if you get up early, you'd be surprised like how much you get done, and then it's only
Facts.
10 o'clock, and
Yeah.
you
Facts.
already accomplished so much.
So
Facts.
much.
I
Yeah,
want to, and when I get up early, I want to nap by 1, 2 o'clock. I'll be like, I'm sleepy.
yeah. Oh,
The
for
day,
sure,
the
for
day
sure.
is over
Yeah.
for me.
No, for real. If you wake up like, because I've been trying to do 5:30, because I feel like if I wake up at 5:30, I'm gonna get a lot done, and like
Uh-huh.
by 2, I'm ready to go to sleep. I agree.
Yep.
Right.
So you trying to break the ice?
Yeah. Let's break the ice.
Yeah,
You want to
before
break
we
the
get
ice?
all up
Yeah, for
into
sure.
his business,
I know
let's
your
break the ice a
business.
little bit. So I'm gonna ask a couple of would you rather's. So the first would you rather say your ex's name during sex or your partner's best friend's name? Would you rather say your ex's name during sex or your partner's best friend's name? your
Oh,
partner's best
I,
friend's name.
that's a
ex,
hard one.
my ex.
You rather say your
Yeah,
ex?
yeah,
Why?
yeah. Because that's not like disloyal. That's I used to have relations
Yeah.
with her, so it's kind of like
It's still messed
kind of
up,
But
but
it's
yeah.
like,
No, it's messed. But if I had to choose, yeah, it's like
yeah.
that should make more sense. Like, oh yeah, you've done this with this, but to find out you've done this with my best friend, that's
yeah, that's
wild.
kind
You
of
know what I
weird.
mean? So
But what if you haven't done it with your best friend, with their best friend, but you just thinking about her name or her?
same thing.
That's wrong.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
But you
wrong.
still gonna
same
be in
thing.
trouble because you saying your ex during sex. I'm sorry, you're gonna get in trouble. Period.
You're gonna get
Yeah,
in trouble both ways. I'm gonna have
yeah.
to go with my ex too.
Mhm.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
have to go with my ex because it's like, yeah, but sis,
So
why
what's
you
gonna
thinking
be
about
your
my ex?
excuse?
And ain't no excuse. That's
My
you
bad.
automatically in trouble. You better try to switch the names up. Like, no, I was calling you a nickname or something. Like,
No, I
you
mean
know.
it's just like I mean it depends on how long we've been together too. But like if it's like fresh, it's like I mean I would never do that to
No,
be
right.
Have
honest.
you ever
I mean,
done it?
yeah.
Nah, no,
Nah.
I don't say nobody name.
Oh, you don't say names. You don't, you
Yeah.
don't,
Yeah.
you don't speak names. Oh,
Yeah.
you play it safe. He don't say nobody's name.
Yeah, what I'm about to yeah, nah.
Cause
What?
she might have you calling her name.
she
That's
she
what.
she might right. She might have you saying some crazy stuff. I don't know.
Yeah, I
That's
never done
funny.
that.
Nah.
No,
Okay.
I mean, yeah, I agree. I would definitely want to say my ex because it's
Okay.
like you said,
Yeah.
like if I'm saying your best friend's like, wait, so you thinking about my bestie? Like, what
Right.
are you
And
That's
that's
doing?
like
wild.
that's fighting words.
Yeah, that's
I mean,
fighting.
they're
They're
like
both fighting words. That's what I'm
they're
like.
both disrespectful,
That's
but you
wild.
know, it is what it is. It's X all around the board for us.
Y'all
It's
get right
right.
into it.
Right.
Y'all be it's too early for this. Y'all
It's
It's
very
10:30.
early. It's late. It's late. What you
It's
talking
late,
about?
right.
It's lunchtime.
Right.
Okay. Would you rather a nose that never stops growing or ears that never stop growing? It's the ears for me. Like, just give me. I probably just do my
Your
ears.
ears?
Yeah,
Okay, you
because
can
like
put
on my
some hair
face.
over your ears.
Thank you. Because I've seen a couple
Yeah.
of people like that too. That got big ears. Not and that's no
That don't keep
shade.
growing.
No
where do
shade.
y'all find these questions? Number one, like who thinks of this?
Don't worry about that. Answer the question.
My nose is big enough. I probably have to go with ears.
Because you can wear your
Yeah.
bucket hat like you got.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
You
For
can tuck your
sure.
ears in, so
For
you
sure.
good.
Yeah, like, what about you, Jazz?
I'm gonna go with ears because it's like nose is like
Yeah,
the
how you gonna
frontal.
kiss
Yeah,
somebody?
It's
it's
just
like,
like that's the
Yeah.
front. It's like a frontal.
Yeah.
Like, no, you know, at least from the
It's a
side.
no for me.
Pin them to the side or something.
It's a no for me.
That part.
Okay, last one. Would you rather give up sex or food?
sex.
Man, gotta eat. He said.
No, period. You do.
Right.
Yeah, that's
I'm
yeah.
gonna have to go with food.
Look,
too.
I
I mean,
don't
I said
know.
food. Look, I'm gonna have to go with sex too. I think. I don't know. I don't know.
like,
That's a hard one.
Because it's like if I just give it, it's like how I'm gonna like be able to live without food.
Right.
Right.
But-
Can you live without
And
sex?
sex gonna drain you anyway.
So
Like-
sex drains you?
If that's
I mean, how
if you
much
got
sex are
sex
you
without
having?
food, I'm saying if you got it without food,
Yeah.
you
Oh,
gonna,
you need,
don't
you
you
need
need
energy? to
yeah, like you need a
perform
sandwich
right.
after that.
Yeah, I feel you. I feel you. I get that. I
Yeah.
get that. I feel that.
I don't know. I'm just like I guess I would probably go with food.
Yeah, food. We gotta eat.
That's
gotta
interesting
eat.
from y'all though, because like that would mean that y'all can't have babies. Like y'all
True.
basically choosing not to, you know what I mean?
Have kids.
But still food. It's
Yeah.
just
look,
like,
look.
I
Well,
heard
he got rude.
Yeah.
Right, look it. I heard they not all when they crack up to be.
Right, no,
That's a
right.
fact, for real. Nah,
You have kids?
nah.
No. I'm the
Yeah,
only one,
yeah.
huh?
It's
Only
okay.
one, huh?
It's like, you know, the only one that was out there having sex.
You said I said I'd rather give up food.
That part.
I'm just
Okay,
playing.
that was fun.
That was fun.
Icebreakers was fun. Icebreakers are always good. We always do those on our show. We usually have
That's dope.
more. But we're gonna have a game for you at the end. So I hope you know a little bit of trivia. You know.
Okay.
I hope you're ready for that. But let's dive into Scoop. How did you get that name? Did your mama name you that?
Nah.
Okay,
Nah,
tell me where Scoop come from.
I'm gonna have to give that one to Norman Brown from Eucalyptus Street.
Okay.
Uh,
Tell us.
But this in Long Beach though. Shout out to the
oh.
Wood. Shout out to the Wood. I know Eucalyptus is more popular in the Wood,
Uh-huh.
but this off Willow in the Wrigley district. That's where I grew up. But yeah, he lived right there, but we went to the school together. So we
Uh-huh.
went to Stevens Middle School, and I was fat
Uh-huh.
growing up. I don't know if that's politically correct,
I mean,
but you know
we
what I
all
mean.
had a little bit of
I
weight on the
mean,
growing up.
it's
You
it's,
know,
it's
we
your
all
I
went through
was
that
a
story.
chuck. I
stage.
was
It's your
chubby. I was a
story.
yeah. So growing up, and then I don't know if this played into it, but after I got older, I'm like, well, maybe it's because I used to beatbox too. But basically, he used to call me Fat Man Scoop, like just shooting on me,
Oh,
Uh-huh.
okay.
like I don't know, it was just random. We was
How
kids.
old?
I was like 12
Oh,
because I was
okay,
like in
okay,
the sixth grade,
yeah. Mm-hmm.
so probably like 11, and he
Mm-hmm.
was like in the eighth grade or something. So he older, like
Right,
teasing
Right.
me
right.
and stuff, but he
Yeah.
know me,
Right, right,
Yeah.
so
right,
it's all
right.
fun and games. But he like, yeah, Fat Man Scoop,
Mm-hmm.
and then like playing basketball and stuff. And I used to crumb dance too, so it was just.
Yeah,
But
so it's perfect.
like playing basketball though, like I mean, men know when you playing basketball, especially at a young age, like whoever got the ball, you calling their name for them to pass you the ball.
Uh-huh.
So they used to Fat Man Scoop, and it just got to the point where like that's too many words, too many syllables. So they just start calling me Scoop, Scoop, Scoop,
Right.
Scoop.
Right.
So and then I got older and wasn't fat no more.
he said
So
that's the
He said
last time.
we gonna
yeah.
take
So
that out. You
so
gonna
you
call me
just was like,
Scoop.
I'm gonna brand myself off this name.
So nah, I mean yeah, eventually, but so with funny nicknames like that, they just stick. So everybody called me Scoop, and they wasn't like teasing me. It was just
Mhm.
I'm Scoop now.
Yeah.
Right.
So that just carried on forever.
Hmm.
And then when I got to about was it 18 or 21, I think. When I turned 21, I'm like, I'm not finna tell no grown woman I'm Scoop.
So
So I
you don't
start.
introduce yourself as Scoop.
So let me tell you. So
Okay.
that's how I felt at that time. I'm like, I'm not finna tell nobody my nickname no more. Like I'm getting older. Like let me shaping up. So I start feeling that way, and then when the I mean people still calling me that know me, but then when
Uh-huh.
the photography, when I start getting into photography more and like just business in general, like I'm like, okay, all these people are referring to me still as Scoop, and it's kind of like already a brand, so to
Yeah.
speak. So the photography, I had to create a Instagram name.
Yeah.
So I was just like, shoot by school. It just flowed.
Yeah.
That's it. Like it
Yeah.
just flowed, and then I was like, okay, I can brand it that way.
Hmm.
So
Right.
that's kind of why I stuck with it because I was coming up with an IG name for my photography page, and people still was gonna call me Scoop regardless.
Right.
Right.
So that's how I ran with it.
Nice.
But I started to embrace it more. I didn't look at it like, oh, it's kiddie no more.
Right.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So yeah.
No, and that's what everybody, I mean, obviously now knows you by, because somebody
Mhm.
left the comment that they were so excited that you were going to be on the show. They were like, Scoop. So
Right.
Okay.
I
So
was,
you popular.
yeah, so you popular.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
Okay, so you are a photographer,
Yeah.
an artist,
Mhm.
Producer.
producer. Okay, so how did you find your passion in that? What made you want to start photography and just becoming an all around artist? Because like we was talking about before the show, artist is kind of like
It's
you
broad.
vague,
Yeah.
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 So
Like entrepreneurship.
yeah,
Yeah.
entrepreneurship. So what made you tap into your passion, and is that your passion?
Photography specifically.
Uh huh.
Okay, yeah. So that pretty much came about kind of out of necessity. So I've always like worked a job, like back to back jobs, this and that. And I worked at the airport for a long time. Um I worked at like three different airports. Like but anyways, so the last airport was LAX, and I was doing good and everything, and then they changed like management. They promoted me, but they changed management. And as I was a supervisor for maybe like 2 months, and the new manager who came in got rid of me. They
Okay.
came up with some lies talking about this and that,
Was
and
they lying though?
for sure, for sure,
I'm just
for
saying.
sure, it was like they did me foul. But anyways, like I was um I was like on a path of like building my credit, like you know what I mean. I'm getting bread now, like
Yeah.
I'm on my.
Hmm.
So I had some money saved up when I got laid off or fired, and I was like, all right, like I've always done music. That was first. That was my first passion, and I was like, all right, I need to really like bet on myself, invest in myself. So I just took like most of the money I had saved up to get a camera and a drone. I got a camera and a drone at the same time at the Fry's on Sepulveda. If it's still there, I don't think.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's still there.
Mhm.
Okay, yeah. So I was like, let me just because I figured that way, I'm like, I can start producing content. Let me at least have content.
Yeah.
If I have the tools, somebody somehow I can record myself, we can get some content out.
Yeah.
So that's why I invested in that.
Mhm.
I already had a laptop, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I had my laptop. So I was just like, let me just get it going. So from there though, I'm like, I didn't really have a team. I didn't have nobody who can shoot for me. So I was like, let me start working with it and not having a job, I'm like, I can make some extra cash too by doing it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So really, like I said, it was out of necessity. I just did it to make some extra cash. But I started off doing a lot for free so people can take it serious.
Mhm.
That's why I said my photography page was my personal page,
Mhm.
but I changed I deleted everything and just put only pictures that I took with my camera, and I changed the IG name.
Okay.
Um,
What's your favorite
so
photography? Like, you know how people do like landscape
Yeah,
or
like is
like
it genres
people
of
or
like photography?
events. Um,
Okay.
Yeah, events are
oh
pretty much
events. Okay.
yeah, because like I said, in being in the music industry already, I was already in certain rooms and spaces with a lot of different artists, things like that. So it was just I'm like, let me just bring my camera now
Yeah.
to
Mhm.
these rooms. But again, I had to show people that I was serious about it. So once they start seeing like, oh, okay, like yeah, he really is
Yeah,
a
he is a
photographer now. Like
photographer.
Right.
it worked out. So that's my I mean birthdays, it don't have to be music industry stuff, but anything I like catching people in the moment. That's my specialty.
Mhm.
Oh,
Like I
okay.
don't want
Action shots.
yeah, like you
Yeah.
don't I could take you posing and stuff, but I prefer to just like act like I'm not here and I'm gonna capture
Yeah.
and
The
Yeah.
you
moment.
gonna wish you was here for my pictures. That's how I always want people to feel. Like,
Yeah, I
Nice.
damn, like
noticed
that looked
that.
like it was going up.
Yeah, I noticed
Uh-huh.
that on your page when I was doing my research
Mhm.
that you do a lot of action shots, and it did make me feel like that, like dang, what was they
Where
doing?
was
They look
I at?
Yeah.
Why
that look
was I
fun. That
invited?
look,
Yeah.
so I definitely agree with that. So okay, what's your favorite aspect of being an entrepreneur?
Just the freedom, the what do they call it? The well just I'll call it what I'll call it. It's like the freedom of choosing your ideas and how you want to see it come to fruition. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like nobody is telling me how it should look, how it should, of course I take advice and I talk
Yeah.
to my sister and stuff like that, my team. Um, but yeah, I just like that part. I can just be a creative control. That's the term. Like I just like having that. I like knowing that my ideas I can just turn into real life. Like, and I don't have to necessarily consult with nobody. As long as
Right.
it's moral and legal,
I'm
let's get
good.
it. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
so
Okay,
Okay.
let's dive into the Coco Awards. So we had the honor of being present on the black carpet at the Coco
yeah, thank
Awards.
y'all for
Yes.
that.
Yes,
Yes.
we was so excited.
I
I
know
Yeah.
was
it
a
was
little
so
nervous. That
fun.
was
I wish
actually
I
my
was there.
first. You wish you was there, like there.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
Oh, like
missed
right.
it.
on the carpet.
Well, Millie was
Yeah.
there. We was out there acting a
Yeah.
fool, taking pictures.
Yeah, I'm glad she was there because she had all the behind the scenes and
Yeah.
she showed me. I was like, oh, this look beautiful. Like y'all look
Uh-huh.
like y'all was having a great time.
We
Shout out to
was.
Sammy and Jay. They was
Yes.
out there turning up too. Like I appreciate all y'all that was out there.
Yeah, everybody
Yes.
was super cool and
Super
super
cool,
nice.
super nice. And that was our first, well, for interviewing, our carpet interview. So I was a
Yeah.
little nervous, but everybody showed love and everybody had good energy. So
Yeah.
that's always a good vibe. What was your vision on that? What made you come up with the
Coco
Coco Awards?
Awards.
Because
Yeah.
honestly, I had never heard about it. And then I
Mhm.
was kind of upset that I didn't hear about it because I'm
Yeah.
like, this is dope. You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, what made you,
Come up with that.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's dope.
So okay, so I started doing photography, and one thing that photography did for me was introduce me to like I felt like a whole new world of people, but
Hmm.
they were like more like me though. Like in the music industry, I was dealing with like like street stuff still, to be honest. Like,
Yeah.
and I was like, okay, you know, I gotta kind of like change my craft, like
Right.
Yeah.
because I was
Yeah.
maturing too as a man, and it was just certain things I'm like, man, like I need to like reinvent. So the photography helped me do that. And I started meeting people, that, they're more so for like Inglewood, LA. And I'm from Long Beach. So I
Mhm.
didn't really know too many people in LA like that, even though I have family in LA, but I didn't like really know the popular people. I found out, I'm like, oh, these are the people. Like,
Yeah.
But they embraced me though, just me going to their events, supporting, taking pictures. Cause I'm saying like I
You
just
was
really was
working
just
going to these events.
but like no, I'm saying I did a lot for free. So I would just show up to events and
Mhm.
take pictures
Right.
and then find the people on Instagram and send it to them. Like,
Mhm.
hey, I got some good shots of you, bro. If you like it, tag me or
Networking.
whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then that's how I start, people start embracing me, start seeing me more. And then it just became like I remember people having conversations with me like, where did you come from? Like you just kind of like
You just showed
popped up
up.
and now you family. I'm like, yeah.
Right.
But yeah, it was me moving around in those spaces and meeting people who I felt were like minded, um, and getting and seeing what they were doing with their own brands, inspiring me. Like, oh wow, like and I felt to myself also. This was around the time where there was a lot of like conversation about boycotting certain award shows
Uh-huh.
because we weren't being represented and stuff like that. So I kind of took all of that and I'm like, I used to think like, why all these black celebrities, this and that? Like, why don't y'all just create your own? Yeah, I know we got the NCAA, NAACP
Uh-huh.
Right.
awards,
Right.
Image
They tried
awards,
it with the hoodie awards.
hoodie awards,
Uh-huh.
exactly. So, because I was doing my research, when I knew I wanted to do it, I started doing my research and start seeing like, okay, but yeah, Steve Harvey kind of just like I don't know what happened. It just like yeah,
Yeah, faded away.
and then I know about like different. I've seen people give out awards like here and there, different little events, but they didn't have like a show that they were doing consistently every year. So, anyways, so when met all these
Before
people,
you go on, can you just let the viewers know what exactly the Coco Awards is? Because
yeah,
from just the Coco Awards, you don't really know what it is. Can you just explain
yeah.
to them what it is?
Well, the thing about it, I wanted it to sound like how I want it to feel. So when I think of cocoa, like it's like nostalgia. Like I think of cocoa butter. I think of like different accents of brown and
Yes,
Yeah.
just like
I
black
yes.
people.
agree.
So it's like that visually. It's like you imagine like okay, different shades of black people, brown people, and like just the I feel like you can smell it. You know
Mhm.
what I
Yeah,
mean? Like I
that
want you to
sounds
be able to like
good.
smell the vibe
Yeah.
too. Like
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
so, but I was just going through, and as like an artist, I always think of like names, and I'm big on acronyms. So I was like, okay, I'm thinking of a name, and I know what I wanted to represent. So how can this name represent it? So it's actually an acronym, and it's a celebration of culture and outstanding achievements.
Nice.
Nice.
So after me like figuring it out, I figured it out, and
Mhm.
so yeah, it's really just to represent us. It's to represent like the underdogs. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like even though like, I don't care how many followers you have like that, like but there's people who have a lot of followers. They're very popular out in
Mhm.
LA.
Mhm.
So it's a mix of all of that. But that's the thing. I want us to connect. I don't want, a lot of people that's a part of what we have going on, they understand this whole thing of like, killing that ego.
Yeah.
Right.
Like,
Right.
so that's why when y'all came, I was loving the fact that y'all felt like welcome
Right.
because yeah, it don't matter that it was your first time doing the car. Like, we don't have like no,
Ego trips.
yeah, like it
Right.
ain't no like
And that's
status is like that. Like,
Yeah.
and I
That's
we know
love
what we
that.
are and what level we at, but we don't have
Hmm.
to, you know?
yeah, that's
Yeah.
refreshing because like that was my thing too. Like when you look at people's Instagram, you could kind of get a different, mindset about somebody. Like
Mhm.
somebody could look at my Instagram, like somebody made a comment about me and Jazz saying, "Oh, we thought you was gonna be bougie or mean or did,"
Mhm.
and like
Yeah.
we're actually like super cool, like
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I definitely love that about
Mhm.
your
Yeah.
event.
For
Like
sure. For
keep
sure.
that same energy because that just made all of us like feel good and welcome. Like
Yes.
it wasn't
Mhm.
Yes.
no
No
ego
ego
trips.
trips, and
So
Yeah.
that's really big because when you come in and like not trying to be stereotype, but like especially a room full of black people,
Yeah.
like people have egos. You like
Mhm.
mm-hmm.
it's like it's hard for us sometimes. Well, in settings that I've been in, for us to appreciate each other and be like, "Oh, you look good." Like everybody look
Exactly.
good.
Yeah,
Everybody,
like
you're doing good. Your business
right.
is doing great. Like just
Exactly.
encouraging each other instead
Yeah.
of like always hating. So it was no hate there for sure. It was all
Mhm.
love. It was
Yeah, you
great.
guys go check out the Coco Awards
Yeah.
page, right? Is it a separate
Mhm.
page to it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Coco
Okay.
dot awards.
Okay, Coco dot Awards is really dope. I don't know when we'll have the next one, but we're
Once
gonna go
is it
into
every year
break.
or
Yeah.
what?
We have a break
Yeah.
coming up,
Our
you
next
guys.
year is
So
lit.
in like 1 minute. So,
Okay. Okay,
yeah,
so we'll just go into break and then we'll come back with the rest of our questions.
yeah, it's in 1 minute though.
Oh, 1 minute. So I got one more question to ask.
Let's get it.
Describe yourself in 3 words. 1 minute.
Driven, optimistic, and passionate.
I love it.
Nice.
I love
Nice.
it. I
Describe
love it.
yourself, sis.
Um,
3 words.
I-
1 minute,
ooh.
sis. 1 minute. 30
Hold on,
seconds.
let me think. A risk taker. Um, dedicated when I'm focused on something. And passionate as well.
Nice. I'm gonna do resilient, kind, and free spirited.
Amen to
Yeah.
that.
Yes.
Um,
Yes.
so when we get back, we're gonna dive back into Scoop. I cannot wait to get in his business some more.
Right. Right. I
um,
don't know where you from.
but
where you
we got a lot to
live.
catch up on. So
Yeah, let's go.
yeah, you guys. So we'll see y'all in a minute.
20 seconds. How long? How long is the break?
Specific.
Birthdays are meant for celebration. And when it comes to celebrating, Flour and Sugar never misses a beat. Offering custom cake designs to fit any special occasion, your cake will be the talk around town. From sushi cakes to perfume bottles, everything is always edible. With flavors like Oreo, banana pudding, and our top flavor, strawberry shortcake, I can't miss it. Order your special cake today by email at flourandsugarla@gmail.com or visit our website at flourandsugar.store. Or if you want to see new design, follow us on Instagram at _flour and sugar_.
Hey, my name is Jasmine Sweets, and I'm so excited to be bringing you the Sweet Spot on TGN Vibes, Good Vibes, and R&B. Playing the old school, new school, and in between. I'm coming to you this summer. Stay tuned.
Manuel Jones, also known as Zach, the original Black Ranger. Hey, and make sure you're checking out TGN Radio. Hey.
Peace, family, brother Reza. So I'm here. You already know I'm checking in with TGN Radio, black owned. So you already know that's where I'm at. Tap in.
Hey there, business owners. Don't miss our limited time offer. Advertise on the Good News Radio as low as $2 per commercial slot. That's right. Promote your business up to 4 times a day, every day for a month on live radio. If you're interested, email us at contact@tgnradio.net. Once again, that's contact@tgnradio.net.
Hey, what's up, business owners? Are you looking to take your business a step forward? Are you looking for more people to know what you have to offer? You are in luck. The Good News Radio has a special deal for you right now. You can get a commercial slot 4 times a day, every day for a month. If you are interested, email contact@tgnradio.net for more information.
Yo, what's up? This is Rix.
Yo, this is Rennie.
What up? Dover in the building.
Let's go, family. This is Jesse, and this is
Brown Wealth Radio. And make sure to catch us on TGN Latinx every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Pacific, to be specific.
Is it time for a career change? Are you looking for that role that pours back into your city? Bright Star Schools is an organization that is dedicated to supporting their educators to grow their careers, serving students and families all around the Los Angeles area. Apply now. Bright Star Schools is offering sign-on bonuses from $5,000 to $7,500. Bright Star Schools is your next career move. So apply today. Visit www.brightstarschools.org and click join our team or email your resume to teach@brightstarschools.org. Let's educate within.
Hey, my name is Jasmine Sweets, and I'm so excited to be bringing you the Sweet Spot.
Jasmine
What's up,
Sweets.
friends?
Email your resume to teach@brightstarschools.org. Let's educate within.
Hey, my name is Jasmine Sweets, and I'm so excited to be bringing you the Sweet Spot.
Jasmine
What's up,
Sweets.
friends?
Email your resume to teach@brightstarschools.org. Let's educate within.
Hey, my name is Jasmine Sweets, and I'm so excited.
Welcome back, you guys. So we're here with Scoop. I know you guys already been tuning in. But we at our break we was talking about what projects he had coming up. So
Yeah, let's dive into that. Let's dive into, you said a vision board
Check.
event, right?
event. Yeah, vision
Yeah.
board event.
Yeah, so our first one was last year. We basically at the point where we want to have an event at least once a quarter. And all of our events are going to surround the ideas and the messages we just spoke about, like collaboration over competition, and just supporting each other, paying it forward, exchanging resources, ideas, and things like that. So vision board event is kind of like a no-brainer. um I think it's important, and it's really like for myself too, like um because if we set our intentions at the top of the year as far as business, you know
Hold yourself accountable.
exactly, and then you got the
Yes.
people around who can become accountability partners and
Yes.
things like that. And just even like, and the best part of it too is like, okay, if you know what I want to do this year and you can help me do that, we
Right.
right here talking about it, so we already a step ahead. I don't have to worry about, okay, now I got to figure out who to. We already got a group of people right here that can
Right.
probably help you get that going, make it happen faster probably
Right.
than you thought of. So yeah, that's definitely an event that we're excited about running back sometime in January.
Okay, nice. So that brings me to my question. Building a team, like that is so important to me, and I know you're in your business and you did the Coco Awards and events and stuff like that. How important is it to build a good team, and what do you expect from
From
your
your team.
team members, teammates?
It's the most important thing, if you ask me, with anything. Like I spoke on earlier, just touched on it. Like I didn't have a team when I lost my job, and wanted to like make more content for my music. It was always hard to like. It's always been a challenge to build a team with
Yes.
anything, right? So with what I'm doing now, um, I knew that because I know my weaknesses and strengths and things like. So you got to know that. So the thing about your team is you got to surround yourself with people who can make up for where you lack.
Yes.
Like
Yes.
like
No,
that's
right.
really how it
That's
works.
No,
so
yeah.
real. Yes.
So I know that I'm just more like creative. I want to be creative. I want to come up with the ideas. Now getting it, like I can put it on paper and all that. I can plan something out for
Mhm.
sure. Like so I know these things. But like then when it comes to the execution, it's like, okay, I still have a 9 to 5, you know what I mean? Which is I'm using that to help me,
Right.
fund
Good.
things like that.
Mhm.
But that takes a lot of my time and energy. So
Right.
when I get off, the type of work I do when I get off, like I gotta really find it
Right.
to do something else, or I need to lay down, like really rest my body and everything. So
Right.
I know that I need someone that can kind of like follow up on things if I, forget, or if I can't do everything, because you can't do everything.
You can't do
Um,
everything.
the tedious stuff, the logistical stuff, like that's that it. I don't like it.
No,
Like
yeah.
just to be honest,
Me
like
neither.
is it. I don't like to do it, but at the same time, I will say you should know how to do every part of your
Right.
business,
Yes.
because you got to tell somebody how you want it done too.
Right.
Right.
So it's okay. You find the people who are willing to help and really and believe in the vision, and then it's understanding like how to delegate. So
Mhm.
now you know your strengths and weaknesses, but now you got to find out theirs
Right.
in order to know how to delegate accordingly.
Right.
And then they have their own lives and
Mhm.
stuff like that, and so it's a lot
It's
to
a
it. But
lot.
It's
yeah,
definitely
So how
a
many
lot
people
to
do
it.
you have a part of your team right now?
a solid 5.
A solid. Oh,
Yeah,
that's
like
good.
those. I have people that help, you know, but
Yeah.
as far as who I would consider
My team.
like I know that they're waiting, or not even waiting, like they're looking for the venue
Mhm.
for the show. Like when I'm not looking for it, like
Right.
because it's a part of their plan in life now too,
Right.
to
Right.
see this become what we know it can become.
Right.
So yeah, definitely 5 for sure. My
Yes.
sister is here, Millie. She's
Love
like,
it.
she does everything like without me even. She'll think about stuff. That's another thing with your teammates. Like they 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 think about stuff that I wouldn't. I feel like I probably would never have thought of,
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
and I think of like some good ideas.
Yeah.
Like
Right.
Yeah.
so, it's like, but she has knowledge in ways, like in
Different
areas
aspect.
that, yeah, that
Uh-huh.
like I wouldn't even consider it that way because I wasn't taught that, or I didn't pay attention to that subject
Right.
in school. Like
Right.
but
Yeah.
it's natural to her because and then my boy Chris Walk, they definitely hold me down, like with just Chris gives me a lot of like strategies, like
Mhm.
marketing strategies.
Mhm.
So yeah, it's just people like that who can just take what I do and what I know
See your
and like just
benefit.
multiply it. They help me multiply it. Yeah.
I love it.
And
I love
that's
it.
so important. Like, cause even us building our team, like you really have to tap in what people are good at because, like you said, you can't do everything by yourself at all. So you have to take either, like you said, my strengths. Like, okay, I'm good at this. Like even working with my sister, like
Mhm.
we have strengths, just things that she's better at that I'm not, and then vice versa. You know what I mean? So we kind of had to tap into that instead of kind of like trying to put everything on one person. Is like,
Mhm.
well, no, sis, you're good at this. It's not
Right.
like, and then with a team, you don't want nobody to feel like, oh, you're doing more. No, we're all doing
Yeah.
something,
Right.
but you're doing a different part in our project. You know what I
Right.
mean? I
Right.
feel like a lot of people, when they're building a team, they get on that ego trip again. Oh,
Yeah.
you're doing
Yeah.
more than me. Well, I did this, and I did like that's not what a team is. Like you did that because you're good at that. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So let's put roles on stuff. Like you're good
Right.
at media, I'm good at socializing. Like that's how our team is going to grow. So I think that's great. Like just building a secure
A solid,
team, a
yeah.
solid team.
Yeah.
Is a lot of your teammates like your family or your friends?
Yeah, definitely friends.
Okay.
So and then even to kind of piggyback off what you were saying, like the first thing I did when I went, so I paid attention the first couple years. We did our fourth year for the show this year, so we're going on our fifth year. But after the second year, COVID, we did it on Instagram Live and stuff like that. I'm proud of that.
Nice.
We made it work. Um, but I start getting people telling me that they love what I had going on and wanted to help. So I paid attention to those people. And so when it was time to like, okay, let's really try to take this to another level, I reached out to them and like, hey, like, let's have a meeting. Let's do first. I really started off with like, and it's all people I know,
Right.
but I started off with a group chat and I asked there, the first thing I wanted to know was what are everybody's goals, like personal goals in your business? Like, what are your goals right now?
Mhm.
Because I feel like if what I have in mind doesn't align with that, then, we need to make that clear now.
Right.
Yeah.
But not only that, once they told me, I'm going to figure out a way to make that happen for you with what I'm trying to, what I want you guys to help me do.
Right.
I want it to be in alignment. So if you tell me, oh, I want to do this many, because like we had some teammates who did like decorations
Uh-huh.
for events. So it was two friends, two women. They were
Mhm.
friends, and so they told me like, they want to get more out there, do more parties and things like that. I'm like, okay, well, I'm hosting events, so obviously
Right.
y'all gonna decorate our events,
Yeah. Tap
and
in.
then
Mhm.
it's just cross promotion. So
Right.
that's what it was. It was like, and then we have another team, and she's so the host for the show, MJ.
Mhm.
She does multiple things too,
Yes.
and she has a cleaning business right now too. So I just looked at it like, how can I make all this make sense
Right.
while you guys are working with me?
Right.
It's still working for you.
Right.
You know what I mean? So yeah, they are family and friends.
Nice.
Okay, so MJ is a part of your team. We've
Yeah,
done a couple of pop-ups
with
with
her.
Yeah.
with them. They're
sure.
super nice.
Uh-huh.
yeah, for sure.
What is
She's
it?
like
Support the is it
support the homies. Yeah,
Support the
Yeah,
homies,
support the homies. I love their events. Their events are
Mhm.
always
Always
dope
fun.
too.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yes, we love MJ.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Um, just back to creating a team. Does everybody? I know Jazz like always tells me like everybody has different roles. So
Mhm.
like, how does that like work in your team? Like, does this person like what does
Do
everybody
you
like? What does everybody like? What is everybody's role?
Yeah. So that was the next part. So once they told me what their goals were, and we found a way to all make it make sense, then we had a meeting. We went to Hilltop Coffee,
Okay, love it.
and we sat down
That's
and we had we had our paperwork and stuff like just writing notes and filling stuff out. But it was all about like, okay, so what do you naturally do well, or and then also what are you willing to do? Because just because I know how to do something don't mean I really want to do that. Like,
Right.
I probably want to show you more of this side of me or whatever the case. So I just basically allow everyone to say like what they, okay, these are my, if those are your goals, then you know the work that you got to do for yourself anyway.
Right.
And then outside of that, like, you know, is this something that you can commit to and we can hold you accountable for? And do we need maybe both of y'all can handle that, just in case, like, somebody has to do something, they busy, but we on a time, schedule,
Right.
and then somebody else can pick that up. So all of us were all good at a couple of the same things.
Mm-hmm.
The creative aspect, that was like three of us. We all can get creative and figure out, oh, this would be good for the show, or this would be good for the brunch. Like, so that was the easy part for a lot of us. And then putting it together and decorating it, though, that was the other,
Right.
group. So it pretty much, you just the role was just what you already would be doing for your own business.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. That's how I made it make sense. Like, I want you to do what you already doing, but for this.
Right.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah,
So
yeah.
that's the roles, just we all just fell into place.
I love it, because that's kind of like how the Coco Awards, right? It was everybody played a role in putting it together, because like you said, you can't do it all by yourself, and it came out really, really dope. So
And then you find out, though, like, what other things that you're good at. Like, okay, so the show, like when I was running around crazy and missed the carpet,
yeah.
I'm texting my sister and my homie Chris. And so I had, before I left,
Didn't you forget like your whole outfit or something?
Yeah.
my whole outfit, all I had was the
How's that
shoes.
possible?
You forgot your whole outfit.
Like,
Story of
you
my
guys,
life.
stuff that you guys don't know what goes on behind the scenes.
At
He forgot his
all.
whole outfit. Wait, can we
In
just
Long
get it?
Beach.
In
We was in
Long
Lamert
Beach.
Park.
And we was in Lamert Park.
And mind you, so my mom came to the show, but she don't be out there like that. So she didn't know exactly where to go, but she knows where my auntie lives. So I told her, just meet me at my auntie house. And because it wasn't too far. So I was like, I set up the step and repeat in the carpet. And then I took off to go to my auntie house. And when I get there, and as I'm there, I still didn't have the awards put in the frames. It wasn't the right size. I was so insecure about those awards. That's not how it was supposed to look. But I know that people don't really be tripping on that, but I do. You know how certain,
when it's your event,
yeah,
you know how it's
yeah,
supposed to
they
flow.
wasn't sure, they loved whatever, but I was just like, that's not what it's supposed to look like. But so I'm there trying to like ask my auntie for some like backdrop paper. She didn't have enough. And then I'm like, all right, well, let me just get dressed. I was gonna get dressed over there. I go to the car. I'm like, I left my.
You know he a man, because a woman is not gonna forget her outfit. We might forget some earrings.
I had it hung up.
No, he was just focused. He was
I had a lot to bring to the car. I had to bring the step and repeat.
Okay.
All that stuff was my equipment and stuff, like from photography. Like I have all this in my room.
Right.
So I was bringing it downstairs, and then I just thought I had everything and left. And all I had was the shoes, and I was like, I left it hanging up right there. And I always tell myself, okay, don't forget this, and then forget it. So I had to go all the way back. I'm texting my sister, my boy Chris, all the way back. And at the time I had to, because nothing was open. It was a Sunday too. So at the time that I had to leave, so the show started at 8. I had to head back. It was like 7:15. I was like, no, it probably was like 6:45 or something. And I was like, I know it's going to be at least 30 minutes to get there and get back.
Yeah.
I was like, I just gotta go.
Yeah.
So I just rushed. I dropped my mom off real fast to the show. I told my boy, his shout out to Chris and his girl Ari, because I had Ari work the door. The girl was supposed to work the door, didn't show up in time.
Okay.
So we just, you got to pivot like that sometimes.
Yeah.
So she worked the door for me, and then, but it's people who had to pay at the door. There's people who came with groups, and they didn't know that I just put them on the spot to work the door. And they didn't know everybody. So he telling me like, oh, I got such and such here. The artist is here. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm driving. I'm like, yeah, he's good. Let him in. I'm hitting Millie like, okay. And she's like, yeah, it's taken care of. I'm like, all right. Like,
yeah, we good. Yeah.
I got there at like 7:55. I walked in and just started the show. Like, there was no time to really like, hey y'all.
Yeah, I love it, because I was wondering. I was like, wait, where's Scoop at?
Right.
Yeah.
Because we was gonna interview you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I thought about I'm crazy like this, to where like I imagine the carpet interviews before it happens. I'm like, oh, it's
saying everything.
that's low key. Yeah. I thought about. Yeah, I'm like, I gotta squint when I say that. Like,
right.
So they know. Yeah, like. I'm like, my fig on me. I just had my fresh retwist.
That part, he was ready.
And then his outfit, like, I'm wearing this outfit. I'm about to go get my outfit. I'm sorry.
Wait, I didn't even get to see you though. I feel like, what did you end
Yeah.
up wearing?
I had this fly little shirt on, like this button-up shirt. Um, and I think I had like just like a black shirt because I went black on black
Yeah.
with the Ralph Lauren
Oh, the Ralph Lauren.
Period.
slacks with the Stacey Adams keeping it G.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Everybody
so.
look dapper.
Yeah, everybody look good. Everybody look good.
Oh, I did have my little hat with the feather too. That was.
Oh, you was pimping it out there.
No, I was just.
He was ready.
Mm.
I love it. I love it.
You have the hat
Kept it
with
player.
the feather with the thank you. You kept it player.
Yeah.
Hat with the feather with the Stacey Adams.
Yeah.
He said not pimp, player. Get
Player.
it
Player.
Mhm.
My bad.
Get it together.
That is funny.
That is funny.
Okay,
Should we get into our game?
No, I have one more. I have one more question. I gotta how do what do you do in your free time? Like it's just you don't have nothing to do. What do you do in your free time?
Well, my time is not free; it's expensive.
Oh.
Let's start there.
Okay.
No,
that's
I always wanted to say that. No, because when I reach out to people and I say and I think about saying, hey, are you free this day? I'd be like, nah, let me change them. Like, are you available? Like, because I don't even want free to be out there because I'll pay you for whatever service.
Right.
So I always just eliminate that word now. But the time that I have like to myself is more so because and it's never like I feel like everything I do at any time of the day is important.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not just me, like, whether it's if I'm just resting, chilling, like being lazy at the house, it's because I do need that. I need that rest.
So just for instance, if you just had
what do you like
day,
to do?
Like, would you just chill at the house?
I like that question because I think about that a lot. Like, what would my perfect day be? So it's stuff like what I said earlier, like waking up, meditating. I have some breakfast. But I like to go to a fly spot and have breakfast and just because like the environment inspires me and like kind of just helps me, it's just I like a vibe. Yeah. So like I go have breakfast like at a fly spot if I can, if it's something that makes sense, like, and I don't have nowhere else to be. But a perfect day for me, wake up, meditate, breakfast. But I'm having music. I have a playlist for my perfect day. So like I will wake up, turn my playlist on because it's gonna be all vibes that's gonna like just put me in this mood. So definitely music will be playing throughout the whole day. I have to see my family on this perfect day. So I'll see like my sister, go see my mom, my sister and her kids, things like that. I'll go to my auntie house, see, the my cousins and my little cousins. I probably even like do something like go to so when y'all interviewed me last time on the other show, I was at a cigar lounge.
I seen that.
Yeah, I was at a cigar lounge. So like I'll go up there. You know what I mean? Just because I know the energy up there is gonna be right. I'm gonna learn something.
And it's all men. Could women come too?
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because one lady that was talking to me and Jazz was like, I want you guys to pull up to the cigar lounge on Wednesdays.
Oh yeah, it's in Inglewood.
Is it? Yeah.
It's a couple in Inglewood. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Where's the one you go to?
I don't know if I can
it's none of our business.
disclose. I can tell y'all after. I can tell y'all after.
Okay, cool. Okay. VIP.
Tell us after. Right. So on your perfect day, is that including somebody or by yourself?
I do a lot by myself.
Me too.
Yeah, I do a lot by myself, but it's including the people I said I'm gonna pull up on.
Yeah.
Like, but it's not like I got somebody riding with me like the whole time. Yeah. I mean, that's a cool day too, though. Like, sometimes I do that. Like, yeah. Like if the homie, if I mean, no, people don't be on the same type of time as me, like, because I'm a little spontaneous, and then like everybody don't want to go to the cigar lounge. Like I'm that type of. Like I'll go to the cigar lounge.
That's what I'm noticing too. Everybody don't be on the same time as you, so it's cool to do stuff by yourself. You
like,
okay.
If you ready to go, I ain't trying to.
Yeah, like I'm not trying to be like I'm not ready right now.
Yeah. So I do a lot by myself.
I gotta go get my kids.
Right.
I gotta get my daughter. Like all my friends got kids and stuff, so they always put like.
Fact. That's me too.
Babysitter, like.
For real.
I love my niece. My
Okay.
But me and my sister be out. My niece will blow her up 27 times. She'll call me. She'll be like, "You with my mama?" No, I'm not with your mama. Stop calling. I love you though.
I love you though.
But that's funny. Okay, well now we gotta dive into the game because it's
yeah, I think we
time.
have
10 more minutes.
5 more minutes until another break.
Okay,
So so I have a just one more questions. How do you stay on top of the industry trends?
I don't follow him.
Okay.
I don't follow
that
him.
answer.
I love it.
If I'm being honest, I don't like if like I you gotta know it, but you also gotta know. Really, it's just about knowing your audience.
Mhm.
And my audience don't care about Instagram and stuff like. I'm not just going to single out Instagram. It's not about
social media.
Well, yeah, it's
Yeah,
just
overall.
they know. Yeah, it's we know how to connect when the time is like a lot of people that I rock with, and I paid attention. They've gotten awards too for this because they'll promote something and get like 7 likes.
Mhm.
When you go to what they promoted, it's lit,
It's lit. Yeah.
packed.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So it's like that type of stuff. It's like I don't know what the trends are because normally the trends are on social media.
Right.
But I mean but again, it's like that's my thing that I don't like. But
Stay in your own lane.
yeah, but like my sister, for instance, she knows how to do the TikTok and all the voiceovers and the reels and stuff like that. Like if I see like, oh, okay, so then she'll give me an idea like, well, we can do this for this. And I'm like, by all means, let's do it. Like, so there's people around you that know these things and know how to, yeah,
Back to building your team.
yeah. So that's how I stay on top of the team.
Yeah, the team. So the team helps them stay on top of the industry trends. Even though I'm like you, I can't keep up with all of that. It's a lot. It's starting becoming overwhelming.
But
you know?
it's just like
It gotta flow for me. It gotta be organic.
Yeah,
like I'm not gonna pick up on everything. Like I talked about this before in the interview. Like certain lingo, I just can't get with. But it's like everybody is saying it. It's like I get it, but I'm like, that's not something I feel like I gotta start saying and start talking because everybody it's like popular or it may make you look like some type of way. Yeah, I'm like,
I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't.
I'm cool
I
with
don't
that.
know.
Now I still have to Google stuff like the little LKYs, like
if you know, you
if
know.
you know, I didn't know what that meant.
I didn't
so
know.
I was like,
Googled it.
really? I have to Google like the little acronyms. And
Yeah.
stuff. I'm like, girl, you don't know nothing. Like,
Okay, one last question before we go to break. What are the biggest challenges of being an entrepreneur?
The biggest is funding.
That part. I agree.
No, that's
Yeah.
facts.
I agree.
Yeah, funding. How can I say that? It's not support, but it's like how to get the support. You know, initially. Because it's kind of like monkey see, monkey do, and like you said, trends. So once people, that's why I knew the show it grows every year because I already know how people think.
Yeah.
Like, and I study the mind too, so I really know how people think.
Right.
So yeah. Did you say 3 or just
in general?
Okay, yeah, well, definitely funding
Biggest
and
challenges.
support. That's the top I can think of right now. Like, but once you get the support, then the funding comes because the people who will fund you, they're doing it because you have numbers and you have people,
Right.
you know,
And they see a vision.
yeah, and it's like, oh, okay, like, yeah, something caught on, and now they don't want to miss it. Now they don't want to miss the boat.
Right.
They want to get them.
Yeah.
So
Like
you
said,
just gotta
follow the trend.
you gotta build it up, get your proof of concept, so that once you, like I said, we 5 years in, and now people really recognize, like, oh, okay, yeah, he for real.
And
So
isn't it so funny? Like people think like
they just started.
You just started. It's like, no, I'm 5 years in. I've been
doing
Like,
this.
yeah, but that's dope though, because that means it's always new to somebody, and those are the people that you like. Like
Never
I like
thought
the
of it
new
like that.
people
Yeah.
because the people who've been there from the start, they're not gonna come every show.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I mean, maybe some people, actually some people do. Some people support like every event we do, and I'm like, and I don't even know them.
Yeah.
These are people that I don't know. That's that happens a lot too.
Yeah.
It'd be the people you don't know who support you, like y'all grew up together, like y'all best friends or something. So
yeah, that's what's up. Wait, I think I had
Another question?
I was gonna piggyback off of something he said, but then I got turned around.
Sidetracked.
Yeah, because I was like, I really started thinking about what he said, like bringing in new people is actually
Yeah.
a good thing.
That
So I
is a
was
good
like,
thing.
really,
Oh yeah, just as far as like people think you
Yeah.
just started,
Like,
but like
yeah,
that's
yeah.
cool.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Wherever you come in, that's fine. Like, I mean, it's not gonna. Yeah, I
never
don't think
thought
that
of it like
bothers me.
that. I never
Yeah,
thought of
me
it like I'm
neither.
like because people like, oh, you guys have. I'm like, we've been doing this since forever.
That just
Yeah.
mean you're doing something right. Like
yeah,
that's it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So that was a gem.
That was
I like
a gem
that
for sure.
that was so.
I wish I could see the screen. I don't know when the break is. So.
We're on 25 seconds to the
25
break.
seconds. So we're gonna
Yeah.
take a break and then we're gonna come dive back in and we're gonna do a little trivia.
We're gonna play a game.
And
Yeah.
we'll be back.
We'll be back.
Is that for the game? The hype button?
No. Okay. Welcome back, you guys. Let's talk about it. We're here with Scoop, and we're about to play our trivia game real fast. You ready?
I'm ready.
Okay.
Let's
so
go.
we got 3 minutes, so you got 2 minutes to answer these questions. Okay.
Okay.
We're not even gonna time you today because
Okay.
usually I put the timer on, but we ain't gonna time.
We're gonna dive right in. You ready? How many eyes does a bee have?
I have no clue.
Guess.
Oh, 100. Nah, I'm two.
Five. What country produces the most coffee? You know this one.
Oh, I did know this,
You know this one.
but I forgot. With the most
The
coffee.
most coffee. You want to phone a friend? Millie, you know?
No, it's
She like
no.
No.
Oh, that's a good guess though.
no.
it's like out the country.
Do you
though.
know?
Yes, out the country.
Yeah.
Let's go with. You said what country?
That was yeah. Yeah. What country? What country?
Europe.
No, Brazil. What color
Yeah.
is a giraffe's tongue?
Pink.
Black, right?
No.
Oh, I was gonna help
Gray.
you out.
No.
No.
Blue.
Really?
Yes.
No.
Who invented the
I'm gonna
word
watch that movie.
vomit? Who's a famous let me not get lying. Who invented the word vomit?
I mean,
He's like
William Shakespeare.
really?
Yeah.
I like this game because I'm learning.
What is the total number of dots on a pair of dice?
I know you be shooting dice.
Nah. I don't know no more.
See?
What's the
Oh.
total number?
See?
On one die?
A
Dice.
pair of dice.
Oh, a pair.
Yes.
So
One time, 1 and 2.
Look, 6, 1, 2.
nah, because
Okay, we're gonna skip that. I'm gonna come back to
yeah, I
that
gotta
one.
count.
And what year was the first pair of Jordans released?
Jordans.
Bentley, you not helping your brother? What's
Right.
that?
I just knew she was gonna be like 19.
92.
1984.
I was in it.
What fruit is known to get you in the mood? What fruit
Ooh.
is known to get you in the mood?
Ooh.
Mm-mm.
Ooh. Ooh.
5, 4, 3.
Wait.
2.
Pineapple.
No, that makes you smell good.
Yeah, I mean,
Wait.
It's apples.
Apples get you in the mood.
Apple ain't never made me feel that type of way.
This is from Google, you guys. Okay. Okay. Back to how many
Uh-huh.
numbers are in a pair? I mean, dots are on a pair of dice. You want me to tell you?
5, 4.
Oh, I thought you said 5. I said, come on,
That's the
sis. No.
Oh, I was like, you looked at me like that was the answer. You said the pair.
Yeah.
That's what I'm like. Because it's 6 on one side, it's 2 on another, right? It's 1.
He-
On
You
a
know?
pair?
Okay, it's 42.
Can I use my fingers?
It's,
Ah.
it's 42.
Yeah, I mean, I know what numbers is on there. I ain't never added them.
So it's 42. So if you ever
It
get
ain't
some $1 million
12.
questions
Like
and
that?
Just say thank you
42.
and let's talk about it for teaching
42.
or
That's a
whatever.
good idea.
Okay, so we want to give you this gift. This
Oh,
gift is
what?
sponsored by
Thank you.
DoorStore.com. Let's see what you got. Let's see what you got. And while we see what you got, shout out all your social handles and everything like that.
For all of your photography needs, videography, shoot by Scoop. You can find the Coco Awards and what we've done the past 4 years at COCOA.awards. And yeah, those I have more Instagrams, but those are the two that matter.
All the links are in there. And thank you guys for tuning in to Let's Talk About It, the show, episode 2. We love having you guys. Make sure you tune in every Tuesday at 10:30.
That's my favorite color, by the way.
Yay!
Talk to you guys and see you guys next week at 10:30.
10:30. Let's go.
Hey,
Yes.
let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it.